This is Wrap the Nose. When your government say that there is global warming and that the planet is heating up, and you literally feel the planet is heating up, and we know we are living in a balanced system, that whatever you put in, you get out. Whatever you sow, you reap. Again, live by the sword, die by the sword. We understand this balance system, and so does your government. When they passing all these laws for people to do evil, gay marriages, legalizing drugs, the whole 9 yards, prostitution, right? Even capital murder, right? Stand your ground law. Then there is a consequence for all that evil. Throughout the ages, your government know, and the people in the know that the destroyer, another planet, they call it a second sun, it comes in and its magnetic field, right, and screw over this planet and destroy all of the wicked off the land. It came in and it destroyed the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. It came in and destroyed other nations at different times. It came in and caused the flood of Noah. So when they say that we need to all come together as nations to do something about carbon emissions before it's too late, well, they are doing something about carbon emissions now, because you are the carbon emissions, and they have to reduce your numbers. And so this is how they are reducing your numbers. Everybody see that? That's how they're reducing your numbers, because you are the carbon emissions. They know that if they reduce your number, that reduces the evil, that makes the planet go away. The planet is attracted by evil. When you get to a height of an evil, the system is already in play before any of us was created. God made a balanced system with that destroyer already there to take care of you if you get out of hand, where he don't have to. It's already designed to do it, right? If you take things out of balance of the water, the fish die. You take things out of balance with your body, you go all the whack. Everything has to stay in a balance, right? And it states here, listen carefully.
A virus. Human beings are a disease, a cancer of this planet. You are a plague.
So he told you what you are, and who is he talking to? He's talking to what? The black man, right? Nothing is a mistake, folks. They've been saying this. So this is 1993 right here. And they're saying what? We need to eliminate you because you are black and a plague. I'm from French. Plague. Elimination, again, this is from 2010. Plague. You black and you are a plague. Right? And this is the Aryan resistance movement, right? Right? And so it's a balance system. If these people keep putting this type of stuff in and they keep oppressing you, what's going to happen in the balance system? It's going to come out. So God tells us, as you sow, you shall what? Reap. And then cursed be everyone that curse you. That's what they put in. You put in curses, it's fair. And you're dealing with a fair and just God. You get out curses. But if you bless, then you get out blessings. It's how the system works. It's a fair and just system, and this is God's righteous judgment, right? And so you take into captivity, you go into captivity. You oppress people and you get oppressed. I want you guys to look at this. Look at all these people and look at the horseback. People on horseback, right? Now we're going to go back to 19 and look. When it's saying whoever you curse, it's talking about black people. The Hebrew Israelites, not all black people. And whoever you bless, he's talking about black people and Gentiles. Right? And this is facts. And so we went right here, and you see all these protesters in Australia, August 21, 2021, right? So that wasn't that long ago, right? And then you go back to 1963, right? You go back all of these 100 years ago, and guess what you're going to find? The same thing that y'all going through right now, we been going through that in this country the whole entire time. And you're just living out Genesis 27:29, Obadiah 1:15, Deuteronomy, and all the rest of them, right? So we're going to watch the protester clash.
Australian police clashed with anti-lockdown protesters on Saturday. In Melbourne, officers were seen pepper spraying a crowd of thousands as they swarmed police lines. 7 police officers were hospitalised and hundreds of demonstrators were arrested. The scuffles came after State Premier Daniel Andrews expanded a lockdown in Melbourne to the entire state of Victoria. Police there vowed to hand out fines of $3,900 to those they could identify as having taken part in the protests.
Can you not understand what's going down? Can you not see the balance system working out? You really need to pay attention to what I'm saying in this video. Let's keep going. Deuteronomy 30, number 1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee. Who is it talking to? The black Hebrew Israelite that's in captivity. Right? The blessings and the curse. Right? Which I have set before you, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations. The only people scattered with yokes of iron around their neck throughout all the nations were the so-called Negroes, right? Whether thy Lord God has driven you, aka scattered you. Let's keep going with that. So Deuteronomy 30, you go a little bit further down there and he's going to tell you what? Deuteronomy 30, number 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon your enemies. So we went through the civil rights movement, and now you're going through the civil rights movement. Our civil rights as humans were violated. We were not even treated as humans anymore. Right? We never have in this country, right? And on them that hate thee, which, what? Persecute you. All these curses that is on you, because you did what? Transgress against the Most High God's laws, statutes, and commandments. He's going to put all of those curses on thee. So what was the curse? The curse was another nation, United Nations, all these people, is going to come in and enslave you people. Y'all ain't understanding, huh? Let's keep going so you can get an understanding. We're going to move to Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against you. And hunger, y'all dollar is getting ready to crash, and y'all going into a famine. We already in the famine because basically they're not allowing you to work and do things in this plague that we just read. Right? The plague. They're not allowing you. Therefore you shall serve your enemies which the Lord shall send against you, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And this enemy shall put a yoke of iron around your neck until this enemy have destroyed you. Right? And then God said he was going to do what? In Genesis 15:13, I believe it is. He said that he was going to judge them afterwards. After we go through our punishments in this land and through all these nations, he was going to come back and judge the enemies. Who is the enemies? The enemies is the one who did what? Put a yoke of iron around our neck. We all know who that is. And now we're going to look at hate. In 2020, we tracked 838 hate groups across the USA. How many of those are black? I would say tops, what, 1 to 3? All the rest of this is you know who, right? Doing you know what. All the rest of this is these type of folks. These type of folks. Right? Exactly. And again, look at the number. How many people was in each group of 838? Let's go to Obadiah. And it's talking about black and white. And because everything is in black and white here. Obadiah 15, number 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all who? The heathen. As they have done, I will judge that nation. Genesis 15:13 or 13:15. I think it's 15:13. It shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. Right? However you did it, we were the plagu. Now you are the emissions. Who get that? Again, as a man soweth, so shall he reap. You took into captivity, you benefited off of the captivity, you pay for your benefits. You pay for everything. So now we're going to go to the civil rights movement. We're going to watch a little bit of this, and then we're going to watch a little bit of that.
3. Protest against segregation in Alabama brought the issue of racial conflict to a head.
Fires of frustration and discord are burning in every city, north and south. Where legal remedies are not at hand, redress is sought in the streets, in demonstrations, parades, and protests, which create tension and threaten violence and threaten lives. We face, therefore, a moral crisis as a country and a people.
And then you're going to jail. I just want you to watch, like you're doing now. So all the nations, they're going through this right now, right? For no reason other than that you're trying to ask for your civil rights. Let's take a look at the definition of that. Civil and political rights. Civil and political rights are a class of rights that that protect individuals' freedom. Haven't your individual freedoms been violated, America and all you European nations? From the infringement by the governments. Haven't the governments did this? These social organizations and private individuals? The police department are private places, right? Yes. They ensure one's entitlement to participate in the civil and political life of society and the state without discrimination or repression. You see us right there? Well, now it's you, right? What does the word repression mean? The act of subduing, ain't that what's happening at these protests? Someone or something by what? Force. The restraint, prevention. Aren't y'all being prevented from going to work and from doing this and flying and or inhibition of a feeling, etc. Right? Well, you are the new Negro. So we're going to go to Bloody Sunday and let's listen and watch.
A man by the name of John Cloud identified himself and said, "I'm Major John Cloud of the Alabama State Troopers."
Be detrimental to your safety to continue this march, and I'm paying attention to unlawful.
This is an unlawful march, will not be allowed to continue.
Is they not saying that in Australia?
You are ordered to disperse, go home, or go to your church.
Go home or go to your church. Ain't that what they telling y'all now? Right?
First, and return to your homes or to your church, I said, Major, may I have a word? He said, there will be no word. You saw these men putting on their gas masks. He said, troopers advance.
Troopers here, advance.
They came toward us, beating us with nightsticks, trampling us with horses, releasing tear gas.
Here you go. You see them, and them is us now, or us is them, right? You see the nightsticks, the pepper spray, the whole nine, right? And you see the people getting got, right? You see the standoff. You see it going down. You see the horses. You are the new civil rights movement. Only it ain't gonna end civil. It's gonna end in captivity. You already in captivity. You don't know. You don't feel like it. You don't feel it. That chain that they had y'all on before, it has gotten very short. And pretty soon, you're gonna be in their slave fields, picking some cotton, right? Who buying up the plantations? Who buying up all the farms in the land right now? The mega rich. And they said, you ain't gonna own nothing, and y'all gonna be happy slaves, long as master is taking care of y'all. Captivity. You are the new black. This is Rap the News.